Happy Friday, ICC friends, and welcome to the Ice Cream Convos Friday night chat. I am your girl, Xaviera, and I am CEO and editor of Ice Cream Conversations. I thank you so much for tuning in tonight. What we usually do is we spend an hour together talking about the top stories in celebrity news and entertainment on icecreamconvos.com. But before we get into the scoop, I want to remind all of you to be sure that you visit icecreamconvos.com daily. Also, please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I've been putting forth a lot of effort to create some cool new content for y'all on YouTube. I recently started the Morning Scoop. And basically what I do is every morning I recap the top stories on icecreamconvos.com. So in the morning, if you are subscribed to YouTube, you will get an alert, and the alert will let you know that I've uploaded a new video. And I basically tell you everything that you may have missed or what you need to know before you start your day. So I'm very, very excited about that. Also, the Ice Cream Convos podcast. I have started podcasting again regularly. Go me. All right. Go me. And so you can subscribe to the Ice Cream Convos podcast on iTunes. We're on Spreaker, YouTube. It always goes over to YouTube, and it's also on Spotify. So you can listen to the Ice Cream Convos podcast there. I see all of my beautiful ICC friends coming in. I'm going to move these comments over so I can see y'all a little bit better and I don't have to keep shifting my eyes. Oh yeah, look at my ICC friends coming in. If you would be so kind, please share tonight's chat with your friends so that they know we are on, because that's the number one complaint that I get every week is that people don't know I'm here to do the Friday night chat. And I also got DMs on Instagram. People were like, you doing a chat tonight or what? So I was like, okay, let me make sure I do the chat. So I apologize for being late, but I am so thankful that you guys are here with me tonight. Before I start, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my ICC VIPs. Some of you may know that Ice Cream Convos is now on Patreon, and Patreon is basically a way that you can support Ice Cream Convos and receive dope perks, giveaways, first dibs on anything that I am rolling out from Ice Cream Convos. You get passes to advanced screenings, exclusive merchandise, and a whole lot more. So I have all the links to everything that you will need in the description area on the tonight's chat, and you can just go there and get whatever you need. So I made me some notes tonight because it's a lot to cover and I need to be thorough, because a lot of times I'm like, okay, we're going to go into the chat. We're going to talk about this, that, and the third. And then I get in my feelings, or I get hype, or y'all have me laughing in the chat and the comments, and I get all distracted. And y'all know I got ADHD and ADD and ABCDEFG and all of that other stuff. And then by the time I get off the chat, I'm like, dang, I didn't even tell them this, or I didn't even talk to them about this. So tonight I am prepared. I have my notes. So if you see me keep looking down, it's because I'm looking down at my little notey notes. I'm trying to make sure I'm on point. Just very, very, very excited about all of you just being here with me tonight. So I'm looking forward to talking to you, because there is a lot to cover, and some stuff I still don't know how I quite feel about it, but we just gonna make it do what it do. So let's go ahead and start off with let's move in with the light work. So the light work, we have some baby scoops. So we need to congratulate Charlemagne the God and his wife Jessica, because they welcomed their third baby girl last Sunday. So congratulations to them. Charlemagne was on the radio just gushing about his wife and just how amazing she is, because she was only in labor for 2 hours, 3 pushes later, and the baby was here. So shout out to her, because I was in labor for 10 hours with my youngins, and it was not cute. And it just wasn't cute. So, congratulations to them. Shout out to Jessica for being the OG 3 pusher, or 2 hours and 3 pushes. So yeah, shout out to her for her total of 5, her 5 special 5 labor or whatever. Also congratulations to Scrappy and Bambi. They welcomed their baby boy Breland, and Scrappy is like, just imagine how happy you are on your happiest day and then add and double it up. That's where Scrappy is right now in his life. So congratulations, because they are a sweet couple. I'm here for the Richardsons. Scrappy, he settled down, got married, and they're good as a unit. And I mean, it's so funny because they just got married not that long ago, because they got married on the low on the hush hush. And then Bambi announced that they were married on Sister Circle. But it seems like, they say for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse, for good, bad, and ugly, and your mama acting crazy and all. But they have really, for their marriage to be so new and so fresh, they have already been tested. And, with Scrappy in that serious car accident where he got seriously injured and he ended up in the hospital for quite some time. And, Bambi held him down like a wife should. So I'm just happy to see them just happy and making it, especially these young couples, these reality TV couples. And so, marriage ain't easy when you regular folk, let alone being, a celebrity, and then people DMing you like, girl, I seen your man at the club pushing up on my homegirl, just different elements and things of that nature. So I just commend them because their marriage just, and just them as a couple, just very sweet, very happy. So I'm happy for them. All right, hold on. I told y'all tonight was going to be rough. I had to bring out my glass of wine. So y'all, they done locked up Uncle Bill. They done put Bill Cosby in jail for 3 to 10 years. For the sexual assault of Andrea Costin. I think I'm saying her name wrong. Is it Andrea or Andrea Costin? Either way, him is up in jail. And it's crazy because we all kind of knew it was coming. Like, for real. We knew Bill was going to go. We knew they were going to make an example out of him, if nothing more. We knew they was going to lock Uncle Bill down. But when they actually did it, I was just sitting at my computer like, yo, like, Bill Cosby in jail. Like, I've been in jail before. I didn't do a long period of time, but I told y'all about that before when I got locked up. And I'm like, dang, like, I'm still shocked I was in jail, but I kind of deserve to be in jail. But Bill Cosby is in jail, so I'm just like, dang. And again, it's just the reality of it. And then, you think about an 81-year-old man going to jail and you like, damn, that's mad sad that an 81-year-old man with one good eye, a seeing eye dog, I don't know what his hearing is like. And I'm just like, he is in jail. And then when they gave him the sentence, well, first of all, I knew they were going to lock him up the minute that the judge declared him a violent sexual predator. I was like, damn. Like, they throwing the whole kitchen sink at Bill right now. He is officially a violent sexual predator. Like, that sounds like some stuff that you ain't even coming outside. You got to move out the neighborhood because you don't want to put your kids at risk. Like, that sounds real bad. And I'm like, okay. So that came down first. And I was like, okay, if they declaring him a sexual violent predator, or I don't know which way it go, violent sexual predator, blah, 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 this, that, and other. Okay. I'm like, well, he finna go to jail. But how long is he going to go to jail? Like, are they going to give him this sentence, but then like say, okay, but you got to stay at home with one of them little life alert bracelets around your ankles and you can't come outside no more? Like, how are they going to go about sentencing Bill Cosby? Child, they was like 3 to 10 years, Uncle Bill, and you ain't even going home. Just go ahead and take your watch off and pull your wallet out your back pocket. You going today, right now, no bail, straight to jail. Do not pass 200. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Just going straight to jail. I was like, dang. But again, it's like, look, I had a conversation with my best friend. And I told her, if Bill Cosby did everything that they claim he did, if he was drugging and smashing, if he was taking advantage of folks and taking people coin purses and crock pots without their permission, I don't care if he was 18 or 81, he got to go to jail. Like, he got to go. And, and it's funny because I am still undecided. And I know some of y'all like, what? Yeah, I'm still undecided. Like, I don't feel strongly like he did it. Like, I can't say it with my chest. Like, yeah, he did it. He need to go to jail. Like, I'm just undecided. Like, I'm just undecided. Like, I don't know. I don't believe that 60 women because, the tally was like up to 60 women. So I don't believe that 60 women would come together like the Voltron Force to tell a hot lie on this man to take him down, but stranger things have happened. I am never one to blame the victim. I am never one to second guess the victim. But I'm just like, yikes. It's just like a yikes to me, because I really don't, I just don't feel 100% like, I'm not ready to argue you down that he's innocent and that he got railroaded. I'm not there. Like, I'm not going to be all up in your face like, no, he didn't. They just trying to take him down because he was going to buy NBC and all the other stuff that we tend to say. I'm not there with it. And I'm also not like, yeah, he did it. He need to go. I'm just like right here in the middle. Y'all, if I was a juror, we would still be deliberating. Like, I'm so serious. If I was a juror, we would still be deliberating. But the crazy part is, I see one of my ICC friend, Missy said, why now? It's funny because one of the things let's just take it back to how it reignited. It reignited when Hannibal Buress was doing that stand-up comedy. He was somewhere doing stand-up comedy, and he was like, "Oh, y'all don't act like y'all don't remember Bill Cosby was drugging and raping women." And then everybody was like, what? And so for the people like me, all I know is the Puddin' Pop Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show Bill Cosby, what was that stand-up comedy thing that he had that I love so much where he talked about his family? I remember that Bill Cosby. And then I remember the Bill Cosby that started criticizing black people and telling us we need to do better being black people and all that. And I was like, well, damn, Bill, those are the Bills I remember. I don't remember like all the allegations and stuff like that. And I guess that was like, maybe I was too young then when the allegations first popped off. So when Hannibal Buress said it, this was new to me. I was like, Bill was doing what? To who? With Quaaludes. Ooh, I remember Quaaludes from Wolf of Wall Street. So I was like, I was one of those people where all this tea was brand new to me, because I guess I was too young when it first came out. Right. Angel Fat Albert Bill Cosby. Lil Bill Cosby. So, I guess I was too young the first go round with the allegations. But as I was writing the post, and y'all, like, when I write these posts, I know sometimes we don't feel like reading. I know. And when I write my posts, let me just park this Bill Cosby stuff real quick, because I want to sidebar. When I write blog posts for you guys, just a few things. I always try to make my title give you the main idea of what the post is about. Okay. I always try to give you the main idea of what the post is about. At the same time, I know sometimes we won't feel like reading. So I try to make the title as interesting as possible without it being clickbaity. And if those of you don't know what clickbait is, it's like something like, it'll be like Mariah Carey with a water gun. And I'll be like, a clickbait title will be like, Mariah Carey pulls gun on her kids. And then when you go inside, she pointing a water gun at rock and roll. Right? Okay. So I try to make my titles interesting enough for you guys to say, you know what, even though I don't feel like reading, let me go see what Zabi done wrote in here. And you click it and you go read it without crossing the line of being misleading or clickbaity. So a few times I got in my feelings this week because people had accused me of having misleading titles, and my first response wanted to be like, well, where's the lie? Show me the lie in the title and I'll fix it. There have been times, for those of you who have really been rocking with me for years and years and years, there have been times where y'all will say something to me and I'll go back and fix something. Like, I will go back. One time y'all told me y'all didn't like a picture. I went back and fixed that. One time y'all told me y'all didn't like a particular title. I went back and fixed it. Or if you tell me that I forgot some information inside the post, or you want me to add something else and this, I will go back and fix it. But I'm to the point now, like going into my 8th year of ICC. Some people got upset about the photo of Leslie Jones that I used when she was snapping on Kat and Kevin Hart. And I'm like, oh, well, deal with it. Like it's Leslie. It's her. And she was in a person's face saying something crazy to him. And I felt like that picture looked like the way she would be talking to Kevin and Kat. So I used it. So anyway, with that being said, when I write my blog posts, I try to include additional information about whatever I'm writing about as long as the information is available. Okay? So with that being said, when I was writing about Bill Cosby and Andrea Constant, one of the posts, and I can't remember the date of the post, and I can't remember, I think it was around the time when like the police first picked up her case, like when she brought it back around and the police first picked it up. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember writing that Bill Cosby had already settled this case out of court with Andrea. He paid her a monetary settlement. He paid her mama a monetary settlement. I don't even know how the mama got it. Okay. He paid her a monetary settlement, her mama a monetary settlement. They had a non-disclosure where you can't discuss the details of the settlement and so on and so forth. He paid her. They took the money, ran through the money, and then right before the statute of limitations was up on her case, she went and filed with the police, and now Bill's in jail today. So that leads me to be like, anybody else notice this? And I put it in the post because I didn't want to make that the headline. I didn't want to make that the title because I didn't want y'all to feel like I'm trying to shame someone or I'm trying to throw someone under the bus. But I put it in there for y'all to catch it. But some of y'all just read the title and then come comment and tell me what y'all think about it. But I'm just saying, if you have time and you have an opportunity, you need to read these posts because I be trying to drop little gems in there for y'all to catch so that they could be a conversation piece for us. But I do, however, remember clearly that he went ahead and settled out with her initially in the back. And by her going public, she technically violated the confidentiality agreement, which means that he could have went after her legally to, number one, recoup the money, which he did file a lawsuit against her to get the money back that he gave her since she broke remember when, God bless the dead, but remember when Bishop Long gave them boys that money and then they started talking anyway. And then so he went after them to get his money back. Same thing. So y'all remember when Bill Cosby was filing lawsuits back at his accusers? So that's why I just got to sit here and just pray for everybody involved. I just got to pray for everybody involved because it's just like, I mean, you just got to pray because if he did dirt, he got to pay for it. I don't care if he 91, 101. If he did dirt, he got to pay for it. And if he didn't, if he's innocent and he's in jail, then God don't make no mistakes. And it got to be a purpose somewhere in all of this for all of us to gain some type of knowledge or a message or something from it. But I don't know either way because I wasn't there at the end of the day. But yeah, he's in jail. But I will say this. Did y'all see when Amber Rose jumped out the window and said she hoped Bill Cosby serve his 10 years, get out of jail, and then die? Here's why I got to pump the brakes. I was always taught to be mindful of whatever you say about anybody else. Do you know how many times I wanted to get on my knees and be like, Dear Heavenly Father, do you know this dude, George Zimmerman? I'm going to need you to handle your business. But I was taught that you do not speak on anyone else what you don't want to be your own fate, what you don't want to be your own future. So for her to have a child of her own and for her to wish death on someone else is a little crazy to me. Like, you can't be speaking crazy over other people. And my thing is with Amber Rose, I think she's a great mom to bash. I'm going to box that up right there and sit this right here. She's a great mom to bash. But Amber Rose is the most contradictory ass chick I have ever seen in my life. One day she's online like, oh, y'all always slut shaming me, this, that, and the third. And then the next day she's online calling herself all kind of sluts and cunts and all kind of other stuff, writing hoe is life when she at events. And it's like, okay, well, what is your slut walk really about? Because the slut walk was created to empower women who were accused of bringing on their own sexual assaults. This chick done flipped it into a thought walk. And I don't care. I said it. She has flipped it into a thought walk. And because you can't tell me that you want me to participate in an event that is going to empower me, and then in the next breath, like, I don't want to go to a slut walk to empower myself, and you on the mic like, where all my hoes at? Where all my sluts at? I ain't come here for this. Sis, you let me know what time is the Queen Walk. I will be on time with the Queen Walk. I will pull out my Queen Latifah ladies first crown, and I will be out there like, ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Like, you let me know when the Queen Walk is. You let me know when the Mama Walk is. I got 3 youngins. I'll come to the Mama Walk. But I'm not coming to your slut walk, because your slut walk is nothing but a hoation, and it's a whole celebration, and it's the sad part is there are women out there who really want to be empowered, but you out there talking about hoe is life, and I'm a slut, and I'm a cunt, and I'm this, and I'm like, so, and then in the next breath she like, oh, y'all always slut shaming me. Every time I'm with a man, y'all think I'm sleeping with him. You just told me 2 posts ago, hoe is life. That's what hoes do. So is you smashing or passing? What is we doing? Like, she just sends so many mixed messages, and so many young girls and young women and grown ass women are looking up to her, and in the comments praising her and carrying on. Oh my God, girl, you so fine, and you so this and you so that. Yes, she is fine. She fine as frog hair. She banging. She got her body is everything. Okay. She banging. She look nice, but I be looking cute too when I put my body shaper on. But I ain't got to run around talking about hoe is life. You call me a hoe, I'm throwing hands. I ain't going to say, hoe is life. No, you call me a hoe, I'm throwing hands. We going to box this thing out. I might throw a shoe a la Cardi B. But you're not going to call me no hoe. And I'm not going to call myself no hoe, because I care about myself more than that. And I'm so happy that God gave her a little boy and not a little girl. Could you imagine her having her little girl? Child, her little girl at school telling other little kids hoe is life at the playground? No, just no. I thank God so much she has a little boy, and he's the most precious little boy in the whole wide world. I love me some Bash from the top to the bottom. But at the same time, listen, don't get gaffled and fooled with the tomfoolery and the shenanigans with Amber Rose. She is out here like, you just don't wish death on nobody. I mean, point blank period. Like Bill Cosby, let the Lord handle Bill Cosby. Let the judicial system handle Bill Cosby, whether they got it right or wrong. But you don't wish death on nobody, because please believe, if the Lord gave me a kill 'em card, I'm going to pass it off on George Zimmerman. Real nice and fast and quick, but I won't say it out my mouth, because I don't need no karma. Listen, karma don't have no friends. Karma will come for you quick, fast, and in 3 hurries. So with that being said, speaking of karma and killing folks, Amber Geiger, the police officer who apparently don't know where she live, and she went in the wrong apartment and killed Botham Jean, just shot the man dead in his own apartment. Well, she got fired from the Dallas Police Department. So when that news came down, I'm like, okay, because usually anytime an officer is involved in a police involved shooting, usually the police department will hide them behind the blue shield. They will protect them behind the blue wall. But when they fire that said officer, that's when they like, child, listen, we done came up with every idea we could come up with, but you done got so deep in this, we can't even come up with a good lie for you, sis. So we gonna have to cut you loose. Godspeed. Hope that thing work out for you. Hope you got a good attorney. You might want to call Betty Jo Shelby. She got away with killing Terrence Crutcher. You might want to call some other officers who got away with killing unarmed black men. See what they did. See who they called. See who they prayed to. See whatever kind of juice, Jamba Juice they drank to make it through the night. But when they cut her loose, I was like, uh-oh. They cut her behind loose because either number one, they done figured out she lied. Number two, they couldn't figure out a better lie than the lie that she told to child. But either way, you and me both know we was born maybe at night, maybe during the day, maybe last night, but we ain't dumb. And that story that she told about going to the wrong apartment, this, that, and the third, unless she was highest on the icky or the stickiest and under the influence of Molly's and Kimmy's and Joni's, there was no reason for her to go to the wrong door, wrong floor mat, go to the wrong house. And then the neighbor said they heard her banging on the door. So sis, was the door ajar or was you banging on the door? Which one was it? A lie don't care who tell it, but the truth will swoop down on your behind in a heartbeat. So my thing is, when I don't get excited no more. And I don't get happy no more until there's a conviction. Because listen, we have seen some tomfoolery and we have seen some very, very shady shenanigan mess with people sliding through the judicial system. So until she is convicted, it ain't over as far as I'm concerned. She gonna have to be convicted for it to be over. But they done fired her from the police department. And then I got happy for a second that she got fired because I felt like that was a signal until I realized that it took protesters and Botham and Jean's, the family attorney, to even put pressure on the police department to get rid of her. They ain't even get rid of her on their own recognizance. They had to have the pressure, the foot on their neck in order to get rid of her. Because before that, she probably was sitting at home on paid leave. Because you know that's what they get paid leave. You know that's what they do. Anyway. Okay, so let me tell you who pissed me off this week. Jaheim pissed me off this week. He really frustrated me because y'all know Jaheim been having a really rough time on social media. I don't know what's going on in his personal life, but he has been having a very rough time on social media. Jaheim has changed his diet, apparently, and he has gone vegan or plant-based or something or other. He's lost a lot of weight. He dyed his hair this orangish, reddish color looking something or other. Not really my personal preference, but it's not for me, it's for him. And so social media was giving him a really hard time. Excuse me, they were making a lot of crackhead jokes about him, you know, questioning whether or not he was sick, you know, what's going on with Jaheim? Why do he look like this? What's going on? Is he on drugs? Is he cracked out? This, that, and the third. So social media was giving him a really, really hard time. And I know it had to be hard on him because imagine if you're trying something new with your health and you're trying something new with your life and everybody like, girl, is you sick? You remember that necklace that you used to wear when we was in 6th grade? You think I could borrow that for a little while in case you don't make it? Like, you just don't know. And, you know, it got to be a bad feeling when you have the masses, strangers, people who once was singing Put That Woman First, clowning you and accusing you of being on all kind of drugs and being sick. And Uncle Charles in the distance talking about, Jaheim, cuckoo, you want me to come get you? Like, you know, it had to be hard. I'm not lost on that. I'm not lost on the fact that you know, because I know I don't like when people say crazy stuff to me, and I'm not a celebrity, so I can only imagine having thousands of people saying crazy stuff to you. With that being said, Jaheim had took this photo shoot, and Jaheim was jazzy. Y'all saw the pictures. I posted pictures. Jaheim was jazzy. He had a little hat on, a little trench coat. I think he had a little turtleneck on. Okay, Jaheim. Okay, Jaheim, you look like your income tax return just came back. Okay, Jaheim, I see you. Y'all know how we do after we get our income tax check. We be jammed. We be flossy. We put everything on at the same time and take our pictures for social media. You know how we do it. Don't act. So I was like, okay, Jaheim must have got his income tax return check, earned income credit. So I was like, he looks very nice. And I was like, you know what? Everybody is saying so many mean things about his appearance and so on and so forth. Let me share these pictures of Jaheim looking banging. And that's just what I did. And many of you may remember when I posted the photos. So then when everybody was like, oh, okay, Jaheim. Okay. Now that's the Jaheim I know. Okay, Jaheim, I'm ready for new music. Very, very quick, right? People just flip the script right back. Okay, we back with Jaheim. So then Jaheim must have been riding a wave and then went too far. He posted a picture of this baby. Talking about, let me introduce y'all to little Ja, this and the other. He made me a better man and this and the other. Now, y'all, when I tell you the one thing I hate to do more than anything else is to report false information. I hate it with it. And my grandma told me I'm not supposed to use the word hate, but I strongly dislike, with a lot of disdain, reporting false information. So I sat with Jaheim's post for at least 20 minutes and I kept reading it over and over and over. And I was like, is he saying this is his child? So I'm reading it and I'm like, he made me a better man. He got Lucy's eyes or whatever. I think her name Lucy. Linda, Lucy, somebody. Julie. He got Julie eyes. And I'm like, Julie is Jaheim's mom. And he was like, he got my dad complexion. And I'm like, okay, continue. And I'm going down. I'm just checking it off. Okay, this is his baby. He got all the little hashtags and stuff. Okay, Lil Ja, this, that, and okay, this Jaheim baby. So let me tell my ICC friends, Jaheim got a baby. Because listen, you may not believe it, and it may not appear that way on the site, but I love reporting happy news versus negative stuff. Because when I got to write a post about a baby getting killed or about a Navy chief petty officer being found dead in her apartment the day that she's supposed to testify against her abuser, that junk be hurting my heart. Like sometimes I shed tears when I'm writing blog posts. I am very, very sensitive and in tune with my feelings, and I'm a sensitive thug on top of that. So that doesn't help my situation. So I would much rather prefer to write happy stuff. So a baby, y'all know ICC love the kids. So a baby is happy news. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Jaheim got a baby. Let's celebrate. So I write the post, right? Jaheim welcomes a baby boy. Boom, 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 boom. One of my ICC friends, she tapped me on my shoulder. She was like, Zavi, I don't know. Something don't feel right about this. I think that baby related to him. I don't think that's his child. But I'm looking through the comments and I see his friends, close friends, producers he's worked with, everybody congratulating him on his new son. Okay. So I'm like, well, I don't know. It'll eventually come out because either the baby mom going to speak up or somebody going to blow up Jaheim's spot. Jaheim let people go all day long congratulating him. It wasn't until people started clowning him for allegedly having a baby with a white woman because the baby's complexion, people felt like that baby was way too light to be Jaheim's. It wasn't until people started clowning him about the complexion of the baby and accusing him of dating outside his race or sleeping with white women, a la Eddie Murphy, and all kind of other stuff. And they started attacking him because first it was, oh my God, congratulations, until my Black Power cousins came in and was like, that baby don't look melanated enough to me. You done crossed over, brother. You done sold out my brother. And it wasn't until they came in and started dogging him about the complexion of a baby. Sidebar. Why are we dogging people over the complexion of a baby? Do better. It wasn't until they started dogging him about the complexion of the baby that he decided to tell everybody, oh, this not my baby. This my great nephew. Oh, word. Then he proceeds to write a post telling us how it's our fault because we misinterpreted what he wrote. Nah, bruh. You purposefully structured, and I said structured, you purposefully structured that post to mislead us into believing that you had a child. It wasn't until all the fanfare blew over and people started dogging you for allegedly sleeping with a white woman, that you was like, oh, and I never said he was my child, and this is all wrong, and y'all talking about the baby and this, that, and the third, and I got light-skinned people in my family and all that. Like, at this point, Jaheim, I don't care. You could put the woman, the baby, and the lies first. I am no longer interested. Jaheim will not get any more airplay on icecreamconvos.com unless he drop a hot song. I will post the song and keep it pushing. Boom. That's it. I don't care, Jaheim, unless it's something so big that I can't ignore it. I'm done with Jaheim. I'm done with Keisha Cole too. I don't mess with Keisha Cole no more. After she sat up and straight up lied and said she was pregnant. Like, straight up, I'm pregnant. And everybody like, oh my God, Keisha Cole pregnant. And the next day, I was kidding. No, you acting like you Frankie's baby. See, I don't know what Frankie was on when she gave birth to you, but it's slipping through you. It's through your bloodstream. What adult or what grown person just lie for attention? And I mean, I know there are some very attention-starved people out there, and especially as a celebrity, imagine being like popping and everybody love you and care about you one day, and then the next day, like, you come outside and nobody pay no attention to you or even speak. So I understand sometimes you got to do, they feel like they have to do something to get noticed, but a lie? Like, I couldn't believe Keisha Cole straight up just lied and said, I'm pregnant. And then the next day was like, psych. Like, listen, you want attention? Do something positive. Do something. Give back to your community. Do something positive. That's all it takes. If you want some attention, do something good. Do something nice. Do something from the kindness of your heart. Desperation is, yes, pure, straight desperation. But I don't like when they do that because I feel like it make me look stupid. And then and then you have celebrities who DM me. I'm not going to blow her spot up, but there was a particular celebrity who DM'd me and asked me, could I please write a story about her? I was like, okay, wrote a story about her. Right? She literally asked me to write a story about her. I wrote a story about her. Y'all didn't care about the story. I'm going to just keep it 100. But I wrote the story. The very next day, I log on to social media. I wrote the story, sent her the links and all that. Got online the next day and saw where she shared the story from another site. So you asked me to write this about you, but then you shared that story from another site instead of mine. Like, I was kind enough to write about you because nobody was really checking for you. So apparently she asked more than one of us to do it. But then she shared the story from the other site instead of Ice Cream Convos. And I was like, tis. How dumb are you? Listen, I love all the other bloggers out there. I got love for all of y'all. But nobody genuinely cares about people the way I do. And I'm willing to stand up and just say it. Like, sis, you ain't nothing but a click to them. You ain't nothing but, like, I have been supporting you behind longer than people cared. Because I have people that write me like, who? That pissed me off too, y'all. Don't do that. That's not nice. If I take the time to write a post, don't come in the comments and be like, who? I know what who mean. Who mean we ain't even checking for this chick. We ain't checking for this dude. But don't do that. That's not nice. Especially after I took the time to write the post. But yeah, so there was, what's her name? Ra Ali. She slid in my DMs. Want me to post pictures of her. I didn't post no pictures of you. Post pictures of you for what? Like, people really be like asking me to post about them. And then when I post about them, they go run and share the stories from bigger sites. But you asked me to write about you. So from now on, if somebody want me to write about them, if you come to me and you ask me to write about you, I'm going to send you an invoice. Because that's how we going to play that. So that way, neither one of us get jammed up. Neither one of us get played. No, this is what we're going to do. If you reach out to me and say, hey, Ice Cream, I don't know why the hell people call me ice cream. If you call me ice cream, then you don't even know me from the get-go. Like, everybody know I'm Zavi. All my ICC friends and family know I'm Zavi. If you call me ice cream, I know from the door you don't know a damn thing about me. So I got to charge you extra. Not extra, extra. Because whatever I was going to charge you, I'm going to multiply it times 3. So it's going to be extra. So, yeah. Now, you know good and god darn well. Do y'all see pictures of Ra Ali on my site? No. I can't believe she did. She just DM'd me the pictures like, here. And I DM'd them right back. Here you go. Return to sender. But, you know, and I ain't even mean to say Ra Ali's name out. I usually don't drop names, but I'm just extra. That's going to be our new word. Extra. Yes, people call me ice cream. Hey, ice cream. We have an event next week and we would love for you to come out and cover it. I ain't going to be there. I ain't. You call me ice cream, you blew it already. Don't call me no ice cream. Now, I got flavors, though. But don't call me ice cream. No, don't do that. So, anyway. But, yeah, so, you know, trust me. I be in my feelings. I get played. People play me all the time. And then I be talking my husband to death. Y'all, he be trying to watch football and basketball and stuff. And I be like, and then they gonna play me and this, that, and the other. And then I go from they played me to I let them play me. I played myself. And he be like, all the time. It happens all the time. But the thing is, I want to be that person that gives someone an opportunity. Like, cause there was a time when people wasn't reading my site. I remember the first time I celebrated, I made 11 cents with Ice Cream Convos. I celebrated the fact that I made 11 cents. I came running downstairs and interrupted everything my family was doing to announce I made 11 cents on my blog. And everybody was like, they were drinking their juice and watching TV and they was like, you did what? How much? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. They just killed my vibe. I had to go back upstairs. But, you know, 11 cents turned into $11, turned into 1,100, turned into 11,000. So it's like, you got to start somewhere. But I remember sitting in the house crying because people wouldn't invite me to events. And I was like, why they don't invite me to events? I work hard. I got a nice blog. I'm professional and I'm this and I'm that. And I used to sit in here and cry. I remember Jermaine Dupri made me cry one time. He made me cry. Oh, I'm telling all the tea tonight. Blame this. Blame it on the Jermaine Dupri made me cry one time because I went to a filming for, what show was it? The Rap Game. And I went to a filming for the Rap Game and I was all hype because when I got there, I was all professional and stuff and I looked kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? I haven't a bad hair day today, but I looked cute that day because I felt like I was going to be on TV and I was going to get to tell all my ICC friends, check out the Rap Game because y'all going to see me because I'm going to be on TV. Went. I'm drinking plum wine. The brand is called, oh no, I can't, no, I'm drinking plum wine. They had to cut me a check, tell you the brand. I tell you in private. So I go to this taping and when I got there, you know, I'm always that person that walks into the room and I'm like, you know, hi, you know, how are you doing? And I introduce myself. I shake my hand. I got my business cards. I'm Xaviera, Ice Cream Convos. I have a wonderful ICC family. My ICC friends are the best. You know, if you have any giveaways, any products, anything that you want me to share with my ICC friends love free stuff. So please let me know. And I got it from my ICC friends. So I'm always plugging y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are like my silent partners until we get in chat and then y'all be letting me know what's good. Okay. So anyway. So we taping the show. It was the year that Miss Mulatto won. So I was there for the taping and the producers kept coming to me like, okay, we want you to ask this question because, you know, I I get a little out of pocket. Sometimes I get excited and, you hear the Jersey come up out of me. But for the most part, I do enunciate properly and I speak very well. I speak the King's language pretty well. So, they came to me like, listen, ask this. So then I stood up and I was asking different questions and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting a bunch of camera time. Right? So we take the show. I'm so excited. They tell us what day the show's supposed to come on. I'm all hyped. I done made my post written out like, what's up, ICC friends? It's your girl. Nah, backspace. Yo, it's Zavi. Nah, backspace. Hey, ICC friends, it's your girl Xaviera. I'm going to be on the rap game on episode such and such on such day. Hit save. Because I was like, I'm going to wait till it get closer. Then I'm going to just be like, but bam, post. Tell y'all I'm going to be on TV. Well, I got home from filming that day and I'm on a cloud. This is the first time I've ever taped for TV. I'm hyped. The rap game is a popular show. I met Jermaine Dupri that day. Cool. Everything is just everything. No, I met Jermaine Dupri before that, but I saw him again that day. And I'm like, okay, this is so awesome. I'm going to be on TV. This was a great experience. These kids are talented. This is going to be a great show, so on and so forth. I got home and got on Instagram. Because I got to see what's going on to find out if I missed something. I got to post. Jermaine Dupri had wrote a post thanking all the media for coming out to film. He named everybody that was there except me. I was like, oh snap, because Jermaine Dupri mentioned my name. Then people going to be like, well, who is Xaviera? Or who is Ice Cream Convos? And then it's going to bring more awareness to the brand. Our ICC family going to get bigger and we going to flourish, right? So I'm looking. So, when you see names and you start going through and I'm skimming. I just looking for the letter X. You know what I'm saying? That's all just the letter X. And I'm skimming. Named everybody but me. And I was like, I know they had my goddamn name because I signed a waiver. I had to fill out a waiver. I know they had my name. I sat up in here and cried because my feelings were so hurt. And I cried because I was there. It's not like I was there. And it wasn't like I was there and I was sitting in the back. Or I was there and I was incognito and I was chilling. I was there. I was standing up. I was asking questions. I had camera time. I asked good questions. Questions that I thought of on my own. Questions production asked me to ask. And I'm like, I felt like, Beyonce was like, I was here. I was like, I was here. But according to Jermaine, I was not. And I was like, damn, I didn't even make enough of an impression to even be remembered 20 minutes later after I left. That hurt my feelings so bad. I'm talking, and I'm a sensitive thug. I ain't afraid to tell y'all I cry. I cried. My husband was looking at me like, you. So in his head, he's like computing. Cause see, in my marriage, my husband is like, we balance each other out. I'm the person that'd be like, yo, it'd be real dope if we like bungee jump off the top of the house. And he'll be like, it'd be even doper if we just walk down the steps and go out the front door. That's me and my husband. And that's why we work. Because when I start flying off, he'll grab my leg to keep me from jumping out the window, going too far. So he's looking at me like in his head, he's thinking, you crying over an Instagram post. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. They don't care about me. Like, I don't matter in the Atlanta media. Like, it don't matter. They don't care. Like, I don't matter. So then when I explained that to him, he was like, you do matter. You is smart. You is important. And you got a big booty. He always got to ruin like the real, the moments, the hallmark moments. Everything ends with my booty in this house. But anyway, so with that being said, so there are moments where I know I have completely gone off from the celebrity news and entertainment, but I just, I have to share some of my life experiences with y'all too. So, but see, Sheila, he didn't have to pronounce my name. He was typing. He had to pronounce it. But anyway, so, those are different things that I deal with. Those are different things that I experience, even with Ice Cream Convos. Like, I get upset. I be here crying. Last year, when they had the one Chicago day, I was in here crying because I was like, but I love Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and Chicago Med. Like, why they didn't invite me? I cried because I love them shows. I love Voight. I love Atwater and Antonio. And I love Chicago Fire. And I love Chicago Med. I was in here crying. But, and I cried. And then when I started seeing all the other people pictures who went, I cried a little bit more. Because it's like, what is it that I always take it and put it on me. Like, what am I not doing right? Versus they just too slow to recognize how great I am. But I always take it like, what am I not doing right? Right? And so, and JB can't stand that because he's always like, it's not you, it's them. You need to understand that. And I'm like, no, it's not. Anyway, see, loving me ain't easy. Y'all think it's fun and games with me, but no, it's not. So anyway, with that being said, I was in here crying because I wanted to go to Chicago and I wanted to meet all the people from my favorite shows, but they didn't. They felt like, and then you know what's insult to injury? Shout out to Essence. I applied for Essence Fest. They've kindly sent me a little, we regret to inform you, I'm so sorry, but you're not approved. I got 1 million followers across social media. What else you want? I write all your covers. I post all your covers. Even when the photos ain't that great. I post your covers. You know, you say you want people with large following. Like, 1 million ain't hot in these streets no more. Like, so after that, I ain't studying Essence. Listen, Essence going to find somebody else to post their covers and all that. Now, if they put somebody real good on the cover that I can't ignore, of course I'm going to post that. But that, again, I was crying again. Why they don't want me coming to Essence Fest? And then the insult to injury was seeing who they did allow to come. Because, see, sometimes you be like, well, maybe they raised the bar a little bit and I think I'm there, but I ain't quite there yet. And then I saw who they allowed to come. And then that was the insult to injury. But, you know, what's for me is going to be for me. And that was the biggest lesson that I had to learn. And let it be your lesson too. What's for you is for you. And this year, I was sitting up in here minding my own business. I don't even remember what I was blogging about. And an email popped up and it was like, NBC would love for you to come to Chicago Day. I said, Jesus, Casey, Mary, JoJo, Devontae, and Dalvin. Look at God. Look at God. So it's that simple. It is that simple. Like, you just got to give it to God and go to sleep. Give it to God and go to sleep. And I was sitting here and that email came through. And when I tell y'all, I literally was in this house like, I think I blacked out a little bit. Because I was like, what? A year ago, from the moment I got that email, I was in here crying. I was in here crying, like, and I don't be like letting one little tear drop down my face like Denzel Washington in Glory. No, I be on Tammy Faye Baker status. Like, I be on Jimmy Swaggart. I be on a politician who got caught with a hooker type crying. I be going for broke when I cry because that's just what I do. And then I'm like, look. So the other day, Wednesday to be exact, it was Chicago one night. And I was like, what better time to share all my cool pictures from my trip to Chicago? So I was also writing a post about Chicago PD. And I was just listening back to all the audio from my interviews with Voight and with Antonio and with Atwater and with Burgess. And I'm just listening. And I literally was just sitting there. And my husband was like, if you could see the smile on your face right now. He was like, why are you smiling like that? You like one of them? And I was like, no, boy, stop. I'm just thinking about how good God is. And I'm just really like just living in this moment and reliving the fact that I was in Chicago. Last week we talked about that whole thing. So I ain't going to take y'all all through my Chicago experience again. But what I'm saying is I am still learning every single day that what is for me is for me. I still get played in between People still overlook me. People are going to listen, just because someone overlooks you, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It does not mean that you are not talented enough or smart enough or pretty enough or your butt ain't big enough. It's just the fact that some people just can't see greatness when it's staring them in the face. And I just got to remember that. I really, really, literally have to remember that. And I need all of y'all to remember it too. Like if you feel like an opportunity passed you, it didn't pass you. It just wasn't for you. You have to just picture all of us lined up and something coming down the way and you like, oh my gosh, this is my chance. And then it go to my ICC friend right here. My bad. I thought that was mine, but girl, that's yours. You better do you. That's all it is. That's all it is. And sometimes we think something is for us, but it's just not. So that's my life lesson. I don't even know what else I was supposed to talk about tonight. But yeah, that's my life lesson for y'all. But, I always try to be transparent with y'all. Sometimes it ain't easy as you want it to be, but I'm going to always be transparent because I feel like if you know how I operate, if you have an idea of who I am and how I operate and what I care about and what matters to me, you won't call me ice cream. That's the only reason why I'm being transparent. I don't want y'all to call me ice cream. I like ice cream, as you can see. I've created a whole brand out of it. Speaking of ice cream. So I was asking God, listen, I want to partner with an ice cream brand so that when I interview people, we can eat ice cream when we're interviewing, or I wanted to connect with an ice cream brand that would give me discounts and coupons to pass along to all of you. Y'all, something said, girl, check your DM. And I was like, okay, I'll check it. I checked my DM and an ice cream company, a brand new ice cream company reached out to me and was like, can we send you samples? And we would love to work with you. And we're brand new. Now, mind you, that was nothing but the Lord telling me to check my DM because number one, I don't check my DMs often, hardly ever, because 9 times out of 10 there's people in there trying to sell me followers and likes and stuff. I ain't buying no likes and I ain't buying no followers. If you don't want to be here, I'm not going to pay for you to be here. I just ain't doing that. But it wasn't even the regular DM. It was the you don't know these people DM. And so I went into the murky waters and it was the first DM sitting at the top. So now we done linked up and we trying to work out something, you know what I'm saying? So there it is again. Sometimes you just have to ask God. And I have a positivity planner that one of my dear girlfriends bought me. And I also have my idea book and I also have my gratitude journal. So I need y'all to get a gratitude journal and an idea book. And every day, just write down something that you're grateful for or something good that happened. Or if you feel like nothing good that day happened, write down, thank God nothing bad happened. How about that? So every day, my positivity planner, let me tell you what I do. It starts on Monday and it ends on Sunday. So on Monday, it asks me, what am I looking forward to this week? What do I want God to do for me this week? What are some of my goals this week? It even have the fitness goals at the bottom. I try to act like I don't see that because I don't be going to the gym the way I'm supposed to. But it has these things in there and you just write them. At the end of the week, it says, what happened that all the things that you were expecting on this side, what actually happened? What did you accomplish? And ever since I started doing that, it's like life tastes sweeter. And because for a minute, life was tasting like some cod liver oil. I ain't even gonna lie to kick it. I was alive, but it was tasting real nasty. I have struggled immensely for the past 3 years. And I was just like, Lord, what's going on? Why is I'm coming up the rough side of the mountain for 3 years in a row? And once I changed, so then, when we go through bad times, Lord, I'm on my Ayala. Come on, beloveds. Come on. When we go through bad times, right, it beat us down. Once we get beat down, depending on how strong you are mentally, now you're mentally beat down. Once you're mentally beat down, you might as well tap out. And I don't mean going on to glory, kill yourself type tap out. I mean, like, once you let yourself get mentally down, now your fight is going to be even harder. So I was in a sunken place. Like, that's why I don't even joke about Kanye being in a sunken place, because, child, I was in a sunken place too. I was like, I know people hate to see me coming. I was still, try to put my best face forward and laugh and all that other stuff, but I was dealing with depression. And I was like, dang, this is what depression feel like? And then I would go to the doctor. The doctor done wrote me Prozac and all kinds of stuff. I was like, I ain't taking no pills. No. I ain't taking no pills, because I have an addictive personality, and I know that. And both of my parents were addicts. I'm not, no. I am not taking nobody's pills. I ain't smoking nothing. I ain't popping nothing. I'm not, no. Just give me a glass real quick. Give me a prayer book. Give me my gratitude journal, and I'm gonna work my way through this. I just don't. It's just rough. It's rough. And I know some people, the level of their depression, it requires them to take medication and all that. And I'm not knocking that in no way, shape, or form. You have to do what is necessary in order to take care of your mind, body, and spirit. But what I'm saying is, me, Xaviera, not ice cream. Me, myself, personally, I know I have an addictive personality. I did not touch those pills. I'm not doing it. I have an addictive personality real bad. Like, I played words with friends one day, and next thing you know, I was up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning trying to spell words on a stranger. Like, I know my personality, so I have to move in that spirit. That's why it's important to know yourself. So with that being said, once I changed my mindset, and just remember last week I told y'all, I was like, God, I felt like God was like, if she make it until September 1st, I'm gonna let her be great. And literally September 1st, everything flipped around. Like, it was literally just that short time ago. Like, September 1st, everything flipped around. It was like everything flipped. And I was like, oh my gosh, hey, this is the kind of like the life I kind of dreamed of. And everything is going good. And I'm just grateful. And I'm just trying to stay in that positive space. And what's crazy is when you're positive, it's easier to stay positive. Like, negative thoughts come in, because it was a few times last week I felt like smacking somebody. But I was like, no, because, if I smack them, it's going to make the inner part of my hand sting. So I'm just going to keep my hands in my pocket, or maybe just use them to search, scroll through Instagram and just stay out of trouble. So it's just important. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. That's what I'll say. Because I'll ramble all night long. Just protect your peace. Okay? All right. So now that I done told you all about my life history and my life story, couple more things I just want to address real quick before we go. One, I appreciate y'all so much. And this is the number one reason why I love y'all. Because when I asked y'all to send up prayers for Sharif O'Neal, y'all came through with the prayers. Sharif O'Neal is Shaq and Shoni O'Neal's 18-year-old son. He just committed and, went off to UCLA. And then, like a routine check, they found out he had some type of serious heart condition. And he has to undergo a heart surgery. So I just asked all of you to keep him uplifted in prayer. He is going to have to sit out all sports for this year, just the rehab and all that. But whatever condition he had, if it had not been detected, he could have literally dropped dead on the basketball court. So God is so good that he and his family learned about that condition before it became fatal so that they can correct it. So the good news is whatever it is, it can be corrected, because he's already talking about getting back into sports next year. So apparently it's not something that can't be corrected, can't be fixed. But I just thank God so much that it came to their attention. Yes. Oh my God. Hank Gathers. Ooh, that story still tears me up. So I'm just, thank you guys so much for just joining with me and praying for this baby. Because again, how many of y'all went and got your checkups? Because I know I kicked off the beginning of the year making all of y'all go get checkups. So I hope all of y'all went and got your checkups. It's important to just get routine checkups. Even if you feel good, just make sure you get your annual exam, or some of y'all do semi-annual exam, depending on how y'all out here living in these streets. If you on hoe is life, you need to do quarterly exams. Maybe monthly, depending on how hoe is life for you. Oh yes, dental. Don't forget your teeth. Woo, Cook coming through with everything tonight. Yes, don't forget your teeth too. Okay, so thank you so much for praying for Sharif with me. Jeffrey Owens, I wanted to talk about this real quick because I saw some comments that kind of made me like, Now, Jeffrey Owens, y'all know Jeffrey Owens, Alvin from the Cosby Show, whatever. Now, Nicki Minaj gave him the $25,000 that she jumped on Queen Radio and said she was going to donate to the man. Jeffrey Owens made it very plain and very clear that he did not want to be a charity case. Not financially, not when it comes to a job. He did not want to be a charity case. But Nicki Minaj got on Queen Radio and announced she was giving the man $25,000 because it'll make her look good. Remember earlier when I was talking about if you want attention, just do something good? That. So she announced it. Then, a little bit of time went by and people started saying, oh, you ain't give Jeffrey the $25,000. I knew you was lying. I knew you was a fraud. Blah, 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 blah. So she went ahead and gave him the $25,000 to make good on her word. So y'all wouldn't call her a fraud or say she was lying, trying to get attention. Well, Jeffrey, in turn, took the money, paid it forward, and donated it to the Actors Fund. Now, the Actors Fund is it's an organization. I don't know if it's a nonprofit, but it's an organization, and it kind of comes to the aid of actors in their time of need. When Earl Hyman, who played Grandpa Huxtable, like in his last days, he lived in a home that was funded by the Actors Fund. And, they looked after him, towards his last days. I saw people like, he's so ungrateful. He's stupid. He an idiot. I wish she had gave me that money instead. She never should have gave him that money. Like, why did he even take the money if he didn't want it and this, that, and the third? Y'all, let's put on our thinking caps real quick. Remember that from first grade and second grade? Just put your thinking cap on real quick. Based on the stand-up type of guy that Jeffrey Owens is, do you really think he took that $25,000 from Nicki Minaj and gave it to the Actors Fund without having a conversation with her about it first? I am almost positive he told Nicki his intentions for the money. But guess what? Even if he told her that he wanted to take the money and build a Lego house with it, she was still going to have to give it to him, or the rest of y'all would have called her a liar and a fraud. So she had to go with whatever plan the man had in the first place. Number one, that is why you should never announce when you're doing something nice for someone. Just do it. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. You don't have to tell everyone what you're doing. If she wanted to give money to that man and his family, she could have done it quietly. She could have done it peacefully. She did not have to tell the whole world to embarrass him even more. If I ever end up jammed up, and in my time of need, and y'all have to come to my aid in any way, shape, or form, just email me, text me, meet me at the Publix, meet me at the Kroger's. Don't get on social media and say, yeah, I got to give Zabi $2,500 because they about to come get her car. Like, nah, don't do that. Don't do me. Don't do me like that. And because no one, especially in their time of need, no one wants to be put on blast, even if it's so-called in a charity way. Like, y'all just slide into my private message and say, girl, what's your Cash App? Girl, what's your PayPal? Don't announce it. Don't gas it. Don't light it up in front of everybody. And because now you've embarrassed me in an effort to make yourself look good. And I feel like that kind of happened with her and Jeffrey, because Jeffrey look, I'm not no pity case. I will go work in a Trader Joe's, a Target, a Walmart, wherever I need to be to take care of my family. So, but because she announced it all out loud and willy nilly, she had to go ahead and give him the money regardless of what he wanted to do with it. So just for the record, when you do something nice, and if it's really from the heart, like my ICC friend Janet said, you don't have to announce it if it's really from the heart. Okay? All right. So with that being said, don't say he was dead wrong or dirty or he don't deserve it and this, that, and the third. Yes, he does. The fact that he didn't even keep it for himself says a lot. Because I would have been like, you know what? You ain't had to put me on blast. I'm at least keep 5G. You know what I'm saying? Put my emergency fund or something. But no, he turned around and gave it all to someone, like to other people who are in need. His fellow actors on top of that. This is a stand-up guy if you ever seen one. And he should be treated and revered as such. Okay, last but certainly not least, I need to say this and then I'm going to go. Will Smith celebrated his 50th birthday this year. Last week. Will Smith is fine as frog hair. Like if you looked up 50 and fine somewhere, Will Smith gonna pop up. Now, Will Smith may not be your personal preference, but what I'm saying, for a 50-year-old man, Will Smith is fine. Because in my younger days, I picture 50 to kind of look like Bill Cosby look right now. But anyway, with that being said, Will Smith celebrated his 50th birthday by bungee jumping over the Grand Canyon. I ain't set up that way. I got youngins and I got a husband. I got a family that I love very dearly. I also believe in Murphy's Law. So for that reason, it's a lot of stuff that I just ain't gonna do. That's the reason why I haven't got LASIK surgery. Y'all see me keep moving my glasses up because my glasses keep sliding down like this. But I will not get LASIK surgery because I believe in Murphy's Law. If there is a 99, like if there's a 1% chance that I'm gonna go blind, it's gonna be me. Now I know that's not positive thinking. That's just Murphy's Law. And I know based off experience, my limitations. If I ever get LASIK, they're going to have to do one eye at the time. Do one eye on Monday. Let me make sure it work. We'll come back and do the other eye next week. I'm just saying. So congratulations to Will Smith for bungee jumping. I will say, sitting at home, watching him bungee jump live on YouTube. And if you missed it, the video's on icecreamconvos.com. But watching him jump out of that plane, it looked like it was so just freeing. It just looked like freedom. It really, really did. Manitha said, I ain't jumping off the curb. See, he just looked like when you just set your soul free. And that's just what it looked like. And I was just like, wow, I can't imagine how amazing and scary and thrilling and all those great feelings that must feel. But if I can't get that jumping off the bed onto my bedroom floor, I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm just too scared. I need to be here for my babies. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. What I wanted to talk to you about was Garcelle Beauvais hopping on Twitter early in the morning because I get up at 7 to send my baby to school. And I looked on social media around 7:30 and she already had her birthday message up for Will Smith. So she got up bright early in the morning thinking about Will Smith's 50th birthday. And what Garcelle did, and for y'all that like, who Garcelle? Fancy. Y'all know Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show. She posted a photo of herself and Will Smith kissing. Now, the picture was from the 1999 film Wild Wild West, where she was in the movie and she kissed Will. But of all the pictures in the world to choose on Will Smith's birthday, she chose the picture of her kissing Will Smith. And it wasn't like a mwah. It was like a type of kissing, right? That's the picture that you chose to post on Will Smith's birthday. On Jada Pinkett Smith's husband's birthday. Out of all the pics in the world, you chose the one with your mouth on top of his mouth and his arms around you and y'all lip locking. And then you wrote the spicy caption, a birthday kiss for the birthday boy. She would have had to see hands. And I'm Martin Luther King, non to the violence, but she would have had to see hands on my husband's 50th birthday. Soon as Will got done jumping out that helicopter over the Grand Canyon, we would have got back in the helicopter to head over to Garcelle's house. Fancy! Can I speak with you for a second? Like, that was so disrespectful. So then one of her fans was like, girl, you better take that down for Jada see it. She gonna end up writing a Twitter rant. And Garcelle responded, bring it, laugh out loud. Cliff note. Let's park the car real quick. Let's talk about laugh out loud for a second, because I talked about laugh out loud on the podcast, and I hope y'all listen to the podcast. Laugh out loud has saved a lot of lives. Laugh out loud is the most passive aggressive 3 letters in the English language. Laugh out loud. People will say stuff like, bitch, shut the F up. Laugh out loud. You reading the text like, oh, laugh out loud. Oh, okay, she just playing. Yeah, she playing and say laugh out loud. Girl, like you be texting people. People say stuff to you. People text stuff to you. Say the craziest stuff to you. Be shading the hell out of you and throw laugh out loud on the end. And you be like, who the oh, laugh out loud. Oh, she just playing. Nah. Laugh out loud is mad passive. You be like, girl, how I look in the, send a picture like, girl, I was killing them in this outfit. And then they write back, where was your girdle? Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. Beware of laugh out loud. LOL. There's a lot of people trying to slide a lot of shade past you with LOL. A lot of people trying to play you out with LOL. Just stay woke. Third eye. Keep it open. LOL. A lot of people being messy with LOL. They ain't playing, Lauren. They ain't playing. They be like, because I ain't even gonna lie, it's a few times I done threw a LOL at somebody. Like, be like, girl, can I borrow $5? Bid, please. LOL. Girl, what happened to your edges? LOL. But I'm just saying, beware of LOL. So she hit the bring it LOL. So I was like, hold on. You done posted a picture kissing this woman's husband in the mouth. Hit a LOL and then said bring it and hit a LOL. Y'all, when I tell you social media drag fancy, like they drag fancy. By the time I got ready to write the blog post, she had already done took the picture down. And then she done wrote a apology saying, you know, that she's human. Everybody want to get human after they done played themselves. Like everybody want to be human. Oh, we're human. I'm human. I make mistakes and all that. Nah. I think what you was doing, Bill, was you was trying to send Will Smith the bat signal on his 50th birthday. A birthday kiss for the birthday boy. First of all, he's a 50-year-old boy. He's a man. He's a grown ass man. He is 50 years old. He is half a century old. He ain't nobody's birthday boy. He's a grown man. A good looking grown man at that. I'm sorry, Jada. So some people was like, well, y'all know how Will and Jada get down, so she probably ain't mad. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it one time only. If Will and Jada are allegedly indulging in all these rumors of an open marriage and whatnot that we got going on, so on and so forth. If that is allegedly, supposedly the case, that still don't give none of us the right to disrespect their union. They can do whatever they want to do until, listen, and as far as I'm concerned, Will and Jada with this open marriage stuff, until they call me to come over for me to confirm that they having an open marriage over there, it's a lie. It's a rumor. Don't believe it. Now, when I go live, like, y'all, I'm at the Smith residence. I am now a sister wife. Then y'all will know that is true. Until y'all get that phone call from me, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Until I call you from their house and telling you that I am officially Jada's sister wife, don't believe the hype. Just don't believe it. But even if it were true, you still don't disrespect somebody's husband like that. Like you, all the pictures in the world, that one. That's the one she went for. Okay, so then after the internet gathered Garcelle and sat her down somewhere, she done played herself first thing in the morning. After they gathered her up and sat her down, here come Aunt Viv. And I ain't talking about the dark-skinned Aunt Viv and the light-skinned Aunt Viv from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm talking about Vivica A. Fox, Aunt Viv. You know, Aunt Viv. Aunt Viv. Vivica Fox. Here she come. She done did the same thing. She done went and found a picture of her kissing Will Smith and posted it too. But see, what she did was Vivica Fox found a big picture of her and Will together. You know, they did Independence Day together way back in the day. I think it was 1994. Sometimes I remember the right year for my movies and sometimes I don't. But I think Independence Day was around 1994 maybe. But she posted a big picture of her and Will Smith together from back in Independence Day. And then in the inset, she had a small little picture of them down in the corner kissing. You two, like Viv. You too. And Viv ain't been right since 50 Cent gave her that magic stick. I'm just going to say it. I know y'all don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. And Viv ain't been right since 50 Cent gave her that magic stick. Now, ladies, we all done been somewhere where we done messed around, got a magic stick, and we had to, you know, go ahead and go on a cleanse to recalibrate. But Aunt Viv just ain't recalibrated. It's been over 8-10 years. She still ain't recalibrated yet. I don't know. Like Aunt Viv, you just saw us drag Garcelle. But see, Aunt Viv was different with it. Because see, what Aunt Viv did was she was like, you know, God bless birthday. She hit it with the birthday blessings. And, you know, happy birthday to Big Willie. I said, oh, Big Willie, huh? That's what we doing. We Big Willieing. I see you, Aunt Viv. We see each other. So she hit him with the Big Willie, but then she threw keywords in there like blessings, God is good. Then she had hashtag no disrespect. I said, when somebody have to say no disrespect, you ever have somebody come to you and be like, no disrespect, but anytime someone kicks something off with, I don't mean to be rude or no disrespect, they about to be rude as hell and they about to disrespect the hell out of you. Like that's just the prerequisite. They preparing you, they prepping you for the shade that is forthcoming. She hit hashtag no disrespect. So you knew you was being disrespectful, but you trying to tell us that you're not being disrespectful because you put hashtag no disrespect. What is we doing? What is we doing? Anytime Destiny come to me and be like, Mommy, I don't mean to be rude, but she about to be rude as hell. She about to hurt my feelings. Anytime she started a sentence with Mommy, I don't mean to be rude, but she about to hurt my feelings and she about to be rude. The only thing Viv had missing in her post was LOL. But she tried it though. She's like, blessings. God is good. Then she slipped Big Willie in there. And then let's rewind 1 week back, when it was Jada Pinkett Smith's birthday. And August Alsina, who I affectionately call August Asalina. Oh yeah, I can't forget the no offense. No offense, but I'm about to offend the hell out of you. But anyway, August Alsina. Now we all know that August Alsina has like this unique relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. And y'all remember when August was beefing with his mom. And when he was beefing with his mom, Jada kind of stepped in like a mother figure to August. But somewhere along the lines, the waters got murky. And I don't know if Jada realized the waters got murky, but all of us realized the water got murky on her birthday. August Alsina, oh, I gotta hurry up, y'all. I'm running out of battery. August Alsina, who I call August Alsina, like literally wrote a soliloquy about how much he loved Jada Pinkett Smith and how she is the apple to his eyes and the nuts to his balls. And he didn't say that, but I'm just saying, like, he was just writing all this stuff talking about if he could spend the rest of his life decoding her. And I was like, I got 3 kids and a husband who ain't never wrote me no message like that. So Will Smith might need to have a little chitty bang bang chat. Will Smith need to sit August Alsina down and say, I don't mean to be rude, and have a real conversation with him. Like, it was crazy. I got it on the site. It is on icecreamconvos.com. Just go to the post about Garcelle hopping out the window and you will see August Alsina, because I told y'all I give you everything. You only got to go one place to get everything you need. I got Garcelle's disrespect in there. I got Aunt Viv in there wilding and August Alsina in there wilding. Child. A mess. So My point is, when somebody's birthday come around, do not post pictures of yourself kissing other people's spouses. Just don't do it. I don't care if you hit LOL. I don't care if you use hashtag no disrespect. I don't care if you say, I don't mean no harm, but don't do that either. Okay? All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go before my laptop. I ain't even bring my charger. I just left it upstairs, but I talked too long anyway. Y'all have indulged me for way too long tonight, but I hope you had a good time. As always, I enjoy talking to you all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to log off. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to plug up to my, my charger, and I'm going to read all your comments. Make sure I didn't miss anything, because I see y'all. If I start reading the comments, y'all going to snatch me out of my element, and I'm going to start cracking up because y'all crazy. Y'all act like I'm crazy. Well, with all due respect, y'all crazy. LOL. Okay. So with that being said, don't forget, please, please, please subscribe to our YouTube page. I need to get to 1,000 followers, subscribers on YouTube in order to monetize my content. So please, 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 if you haven't done so already, please, please, please. I'm begging, baby. I'm begging, baby. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. And tell somebody else to subscribe. You know what? Next time you kicking it with somebody, just take their phone, pull up YouTube, and subscribe to my page, please. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I love you, Joanna. So with that being said, thank you guys so, so much for kicking it with me. And I had a blast. And I will do my best to be here every Friday night. But once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something special. Okay? So I love you guys. God bless you. Have a fantastic week. Don't be out here LOLing people, and hashtag no disrespecting people. Okay? So with love, Ice Cream says bye-bye. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Let me move this stuff so I can get up out of here. I'm going to finish my glass of wine too. Mwah. Bye.